This is my go-to method for sourdough bread. I start by placing a little bit of the starter in some cold water to see if it floats, and that's how you know it's ready to go. I then add 400 grams of water and 100 grams of starter to a large bowl and whisk that up. Then I add 400 grams of bread flour and 100 grams of whole wheat flour. I just mix that all up with my hands until a shaggy dough forms, and then I let it rest 30 minutes before adding in our salt. Then I let it rest one more hour and start our folds. To do the folds, I just pull the top in, the sides up and over, and the bottom up. Then I do 2 more folds in 1 hour increments. Then I just let it rest for another 1 to 3 hours until it's slightly increased in volume and has a little bit of a jiggle to it. Mine took about 2.5 hours, but it's going to depend on the temperature of your kitchen. Then I just let it bench rest one final time for 30 minutes before I go into shaping. And for the shaping, I pull the bottom up and in, the sides in, the top down, and then the bottom up and over so that the bottom is now the top. And then using cupped hands in a circular motion, I form it into a nice tight ball. Then I place it into the bread basket and let it chill overnight. Then in the morning, I preheat the pan and the oven to 500, score the loaf, cover it, and let it cook for 25 to 30 minutes covered. Then I uncover the loaf and bake it for another 10 to 15 minutes or until it reaches your desired brownness. And then you'll have this lovely crusty loaf. And Gus is clearly a huge fan, and I actually love to eat the heel of the bread. I think it's one of the best parts with a bunch of butter and a little bit of salt. It's really heaven.